Hello everyone, in this video we'll try to learn how to copy data from one video editing file to another video editing file using Blender Video Editor. This might be copying entire scenes from one file to another file, which is easier, but if you want to copy particular objects or particular collections, all those things you can do with this method. So let's just quickly begin. So I've opened up a saved project, and then when you're working copying content set, by default make sure that you open two Blender video editing workspaces. I'll click my Windows button and then just left arrow mark so that it aligns on the left side, and then I'll just open up one more Blender video editing project. So I'll just open up here. I'll select any of the video editing project, so I'll select this one. So sometimes that if you open and then it doesn't come anything, right? So what you have to do, you have to just go to video editing and then click on video editing. So sometimes that it just opens up the default view there, so it's actually not loading the video editing workspace. So I've done this one, so now just click Windows button and then right side, so that aligns on the right side. So you will see this arrow marks comes up, but if you open a single video editing workspace, right, you will not see this option like scene, browse scenes to be linked. So here also you will see. So that's what I want to suggest, that you open up two Blender video editing workspace at a time so that it enables this particular section. So suppose, so let me just type n here. So I want to just go this and just remove this. So I'm typing n here also, so that's very easier to look into it. So now, right, so what you want to do is, suppose you want to copy entire content from this clip to this clip, right, this project. So this is very simple. So you can just, I'm just keeping my mouse here and typing home button so that it aligns, and I'm doing same thing, just typing home button to align it properly here. So now I'm just zooming out a bit. So suppose, right, you want to copy entire content, it's very easy. As I said, right, you can just select here and type A to select all, Control C you can type, and then just go here and then paste. So by doing this, right, so if you see, right, all the content you have copied, let me just align it properly. So now what I will do, I'll just click here in the end and then type home button again to align. So now, right, if you see everything, so let me just select this entire stuff and then right click and then set preview range to zip so that it plays entire video. So now if I go, right, it automatically comes this particular section. So this is easier way. You don't need to do much of the stuff. Some majority of them you might have known this one. So you have to just copy and paste this. This is one thing. I want to show the other stuff, right? Let me just delete this one. So now if you want to copy particular collection, particular object or particular entire stuff, right, there is another way. So what you can do is, right, you can just save this. So particular this scene I want to copy from left to right, right? So what you can do, so if you see, right, by default, right, I've saved this. Let me just delete this and then just show you. So if I do like this also, right, so and then just type enter. So by default, right, you will see here it is a scene. So by default it saves as a scene, but if you want to rename the particular scene, right, you can just click here and then type. So I'll just type this, just rename this one to moving train. Now train, once you type enter it and then just type Control S to save this particular scene. Now if you see, right, if I click on this particular type, it will show moving train scene. Now here also I'll do it bouncing ball. I'll just rename this bouncing ball. I'll just rename this and then type Control S. So now if I click here, right, you will see bouncing ball as a scene saved, and here also it is moving train. The first step is to rename this scene. So now what happens, right, if I click here, now it says moving here also. Now if you want to bring this particular scene or this particular data to here, right, so what you can do, you can go to file and then you have to click on append. So here's the append option, you click on append. So what happens, that once you open up, right, you have to select the particular project. So this is the name of this particular thing, is a cartoon animation. So I'll select that particular project. So if you see it, that is a blend file. So if I try to append, right, so once you append, right, you will see there are lots of options you will see. So there is action, there is brush, camera, collection. So if you want to particular collection, right, you can just go into the collection and then just only bring that particular collection into this project. There are other options like images. So there are images. So if you want to bring only images, right, you can bring only images. There are lights, materials, mesh, objects, particular objects, like there are different, like in this, right, there is cube, there is a camera, all those things, right, light options, like all the objects you can bring it here. So based on your project, right, it creates all the stuffs here. Let me just go back and then just show you what all scenes. So because I was talking about scenes, right, so here are the scenes options. So if I click on this scene, right, and then click on move, then it should automatically come from here. But there are lots of other options. So you can bring particular section like palette, object, scenes, everything, whatever you want, right, from this project to this project. But here I'm just talking about scenes. So let's just go to scenes and then click here and then append. So once you do append, right, so you will see, you will not see any changes, but I'll just maximize this to show you. So you will not see any changes. But what happens, right, if I go into, let me just again reduce. So if you see, right, I'm just doing this. So now if you see, right, there is one more option which came as moving train here. So this scene which you have created here, right, so it is showing here. So if I click right here, so it opens up this particular here also. So now I can just copy paste this stuff, entire stuff here, and then go to bouncing balls and then just paste it here, Control V. This is also similar stuff, but because if you want to bring only objects or any other stuff, right, this is very useful. So you can just work on this and then just append only particular section, structures, objects or collections, everything. Only particular section you can append from this project to this project. This is how, but if you extend it, right, you will see now you have both the scenes coming up here. If you want any particular topic, you want me to create a video, right, just please comment and let me know. Thank you all for watching. Bye bye.